Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Just the day after my SummerSlam predictions, I'm here to make my predictions for NXT TakeOver 36. A takeover that has a very weird spot, I think, for one of the first times being after a main roster pay-per-view, normally there before. And a takeover that we could possibly be seeing the end of NXT as we know it, with all these rumors about what new things could be coming to NXT with the new way that talents will be put in and brought into the company. And the biggest thing probably going into this takeover is this the end of Adam Cole in WWE? With the reports being out there that Cole signed an extension just a little bit longer so he can be at this takeover and work after SummerSlam. Could the longest reigning NXT champion be potentially getting out of the company, or would he be getting moved up to the main roster? So with all that being said, let's get right into my predictions for NXT TakeOver 36. Our first match is for the NXT Championship, where Karrion Kross will be putting his title on the line against Samoa Joe. Going into this match, Kross and Joe have been having a back and forth and be going at each other's throats for it seems like weeks if not months. And now with Kross being brought up to the main roster, everyone fully believes that this will be the swan song for Karrion Kross in NXT. And you can mark me down as one of the people that does believe that this is it for Karrion Kross, because I believe we'll have a new NXT champion and his name will be Samoa Joe. With Kross being fully entrenched in the main roster with his feud with Jeff Hardy and his little tussles with Keith Lee, I think this just makes sense to get the title off of him and send him on his way up to Monday Night Raw. In this way, with Samoa Joe being the NXT champion, they can move around people to come up to face Joe who maybe don't need to win, who maybe, if the rumors are true or they'll be going with less experienced people, that they can get in the ring with one of the more experienced people in all of WWE, get in the ring and have matches on TV to learn for the future, and maybe not win the NXT Championship just yet. Or they can go another route where Joe's just a short-term champion, and one of the guys we've seen in the past, like a Gargano and OReilly, if Cole sticks around, maybe he gets another chance with the title. Maybe one of them takes it off Joe, and then they're the face of NXT to carry it on in this new era. So now on to match number 2. And match number 2 will be for the $1 Million Championship, where we'll see LA Knight putting his title on the line against Cameron Grimes, where if Grimes loses, Ted DiBiase has to be Knight's butler. I feel going into this match with Knight just drumming into our head that Grimes has never beat him and will never beat him and is never going to beat him and has never have beat him and all that stuff, that Cameron Grimes is going to be the new $1 Million Champion. I just feel like after Grimes has been Knight's butler for a month now, that this is going to be kind of looked at as a feel-good story to where Grimes comes through and beats the bully for him who's been keeping him down, to where Grimes will go back to how he was before, where he'll be going to the moon. And now he'll have Ted DiBiase in his corner, and they'll be working on that for the months to come, with Knight probably popping back in for one more match. So now on to our next match of the evening. And this will be for the NXT UK Championship, where Walter will be putting his title on the line against Ilya Dragunov. For this match 2 weeks ago, I thought Dragunov was definitely going to get the win, and this would be the end of the 7-year reign of Walter for the UK Championship. But the more and more I thought about it, I think Walter will retain the UK Championship in this match. With the way I've been reading things since I don't watch NXT UK, I had to see the takeovers and like the bits and pieces here and there. It seems like everyone was all in that Dragunov was going to be the guy to end this run. But after he lost on NXT TV 2 weeks ago, and then what happened last night on the show where he's kind of beaten and bloodied, and it doesn't look like they really have too much steam more behind him. Maybe this is him to become more sympathetic to where he shocks the world on Sunday. But I just see this match as to be one of the tipping points of where we can maybe see if these new standards that NXT's running through are going to be put through or not, and if they extend to the UK branch of the brand. But if you look at Walter and Dragunov, who ticks off more of the boxes that they're talking about, where you got to be this tall, this big, like they weigh this much and all that stuff? Walter checks more of the boxes than Ilya Dragunov here, and I think Walter's reign as NXT UK champion will continue. So now on to our co-main event of the evening. And this will be for the NXT Women's Championship, where we'll see Raquel Gonzalez putting the title on the line against Dakota Kai. For this match, I've been going back and forth on who I think would win. On one hand, Raquel Gonzalez has been the top of the women's division, and there doesn't seem like there's anyone else after Dakota Kai, so we could see the end here, or maybe she just runs through more new people down the road. And I could see Dakota Kai getting the title here, where she's been on main roster having like tryout matches on main event and stuff, but she's been losing, so that doesn't seem like like maybe they want her up there now, so maybe she'll just become the new face of the NXT Women's division. And for my pick, I think Dakota Kai will dethrone Raquel Gonzalez and become the new NXT Women's Champion. My thought into Dakota Kai winning the title here is just I could potentially see Raquel Gonzalez being moved up to the main roster very soon. If we just look at the Raw Women's division, it seems like it's Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and then the third person right now, with that being Nikki Cross. But now I think Raquel Gonzalez could be that third person in the top mix on Monday nights and maybe bring a new fresh feeling to the Raw Women's division, or maybe she's just brought up later down the road on SmackDown or something. But I think Dakota Kai has a lot more programs that she can do if she was the champion instead of Gonzalez, and I think they're going to go with that this Sunday night. So now on to our main event of the evening, and it will be a 2 out of 3 falls match, or a 3 stages of hell match if you're from back in the day, where we'll see Adam Cole taking on Kyle O'Reilly. And the first match will be a singles match, just normal wrestling match. Fall number 2 will be a street fight, and then the third fall, if necessary, will be a steel cage. Now, as weird as this is gonna sound, and as dumb as this could possibly make me look, I feel like this is the easiest match to predict on the entire show, and I think Kyle O'Reilly will defeat Adam Cole 2-1. With the impending rumors of Adam Cole either going to the main roster or leaving town and working somewhere else on Wednesday nights, I think O'Reilly is a shoo-in to get the win here. The only way that I could potentially see Cole winning is if some way, somehow, he got a ridiculous amount of money in his new contract to stay in NXT, and then they maybe gave him the win to go after Samoa Joe. But as we've seen with all the budget cuts recently, I don't think someone in developmental is getting a huge contract, so I think regardless, this is going to be the swan song for Adam Cole in NXT, and then this will set Kyle O'Reilly up to make his run at the world champion Samoa Joe. So that'll do it for my predictions for NXT TakeOver 36. Leave your thoughts about anything, make your predictions in the comment section below, and what you think the new path of NXT could potentially be. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, my SummerSlam predictions, go watch that. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing on the channel and want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.